began 3.5 months ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Championship trophy. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Colorado's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it. And now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs. And also, you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champion.
The second effort, he's brought down and is past the marker.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. He's going to hand this off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And in first down, they go right back to him.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Looking for some space. It's Hayden. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Look out, room to run here. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. The offense will now quickly spend the timeout. You've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after touchdown. The kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Bears offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route, and I think it really caught this defense off guard.
And it's caught. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Running back has it on a screen now. Fights off a defender.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Pass caught. Second down now. Trying to find some room. It's Washington. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Bears will send the punt team onto the field. Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. He'll hand it off. Bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You can really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Getting set. It's second down. They'll try and run it with the fullback. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks an open space. That's a solid gain out of the wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far.
Colorado 7, Baylor 0.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And it's a direct snap. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Third down play right here. That's a design quarterback keeper. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the first 42.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Direct snap to the back. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Buffaloes will line up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Hayden. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. Can he get there on the ground? And the Buffaloes pick up enough to get a first down there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. They'll feed the back again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Gain of 2. Brings up 30.
Can they keep this 11-play drive going? It's 3rd and short. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to pass. It's Salter. Catch made, looking for the goal line. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Very efficient on 3rd down, and now it's 1st down and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Colorado! Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Play action here on 1st down. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. Lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Back to throw. It's Robertson. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bears.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return will be brought down. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. It's an out route, the catch made. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Salter. The sure hands, it's Williams. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Miller. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep to the right side. And that falls incomplete as time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Big 12 Championship. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and what could be a finish to this Big 12 Championship they'll be talking about for a long, long time.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Nice grab. It's Wilson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Bear has come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Looking to throw yet again. With the catch, it's Prentice. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17. In the red area, it's Washington. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that game for a first and goal. And the Bears looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Baylor. They're backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 25, the same spot he would have been had he left it in the end zone. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He's got room to run. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play in this wildcat look. It's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And it's a direct snap. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
And the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
The Buffaloes line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. QB keeper all the way. It's a fumble, and the defense comes up with the football.
That is tough for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Out Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss in 2nd down and 15. Looking to throw. It's Robertson. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Pressure is coming. Pass rush hits home.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
The Bears will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Ball fielded near the 35. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle as we check out some of the stats so far. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And it's a direct snap. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
But his defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon. We'll give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To the air. It's Salter. Looks right and lets it fly. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this 3rd down, but you got to give a shout out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on 3rd down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. The pocket breaking down. As incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the 2nd half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. caught in the backfield. It's Prentice. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
They look to throw it here on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. There, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside, defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
3rd down play coming up. To try a field goal from here, it will be 62 yards. Back in motion now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now. And the Bears will have to kick this away. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. It's a toss play to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times we rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. It's up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here, backed up, a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that 1st down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Design quarterback run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks free. The wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the 1st.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. To the air, it's Salter. Grab near the sticks. It's Atkins. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
They're going to run it. He finds some space. Breaks into the clear. Tackle finally maintained at the 13-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a...
The end of this game. We'll take a quick pause. And the Buffalo starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Linebackers making some adjustments now. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. They bring him down after a game. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a 1st down.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, well, well. The old quarterback sneak. Whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. And now another kneel down. I'll try to set up the game-winning field goal attempt. Offense is going backwards. Now it's 3rd down and goal. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. Offense going backwards those last 2 plays. Now it's 3rd and goal. And it's a kneel down. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Colorado.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. It's good! What a way to win a conference championship! What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.